Alright, I know I said it could all be done in Luban, but I'm going to cheat because they don't have a hexagon shape here. And don't mind my kid playing Fortnite or something in the background. I'm going to Inkscape to make a hexagon. I'm going to go onto this little guy here, and if you hit Control, click, it allows you to make straight lines. So just click, and then hit that guy there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just make him 100. Nice and easy size. From here, there's probably also ways to make hexagons with all these shapes, but I'm just going to do it this way real quick. I'm going to go to, I already changed the size. I'm going to Control C, Control V, make a copy of it. Copy down closer to it. Then I'm going to go to Object, Transform, which I already had open over here. And then I'm going to click on the Rotate button, which I already have, make my angle 60. I'm going to apply. You can zoom it a little bit over here. There we go. And then that, we'll just click there. And then Control C, Control V, make a copy. Now it's still on Transform, Rotate 60, so I just hit Apply. That guy then moves. So this will snap into place. Same thing again, Control C, Control V, hit Apply again. Just keep on moving them over. Control C, Control V, Apply. And there you go, Control C, Control V, Apply. Now we've got all the sides to our hexagon, but they're all just 6 separate sides. So what we need to do now is we need to actually select everything. And we need to then go to our node. And this guy here is what it's going to do is it's going to take 2 separate, it's going to join the selected nodes. So here, this side has 1 node, 2 nodes, and this side has 1 node, 2 nodes. So there's 2 nodes right here. So what we're going to do is by having everything selected and then pressing this button, it's going to join all the double nodes. So now this is one solid object, so we can actually now hit color. It'll fill in. We're going to edit, resize page to selection, and we're going to see we have one nice thing here. That's not exactly what we want yet. We also need to resize this guy. I checked online. I think it said they're about 16 millimeters. So you want to make sure your scale is locked for width and height. There we go. All right, so I'm going to just kind of throw together a random pairing of sizes here. Now this will also do the same thing. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Control C, Control V. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, just on the keypad. To me, that's a decent looking little size there. You can adjust it to whatever you want. Oh, we got to go back a step. Let's go back one step. Forgot one thing. In Luban, let me just open up real quick. I have a random hexagon here. With this random hexagon, say we make it 16 millimeters, which is the size of what it said. And we go to process it. We're going to create a toolpath. We're not going to go on path. We're going to do fill. Let's see here. I added this flat bit. Save it. Let's generate and preview it. All right. It's going to do the fill. And one of the things I don't like, actually it looks a little different now. Maybe they cleaned it up a little bit. It used to only go zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. And now it looks like it actually does some of the edges to clean up the edges. All right, so we don't have to actually change anything. Looks like it'll get it right now. Cool. But we now need a lot more of these things. Back to edit, go to our shape. All right, so we have our 16 millimeter guy, so Control C, Control V. Now I'm just randomly going, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks decent to me. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I keep going, I think the picture at 7. You could also use the line and distribute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's 7 of them there. That's about the size of what was in there. All right. You could have done it that way, which spaces them out evenly, or you could have done it differently. But let's go down to Edit, Resize to Selection. That looks pretty good to me. It's going to be everything we need. Let's go to File, Save As, or just save it. There you go, new hexagon. Let's go back to Luban. New hexagon. There we go. Now we're going to process it. Create a toolpath. Do some fill. Now, I'm not sure how deep you need these because I don't really know the correct size of the dice. I just did a quick Google. It's at 16, so I don't know if you need to go 8 on the top, 8 on the bottom. But that'll give you those guys as one set path, and they need one set depth. So what we can do is we can now add circles. So we'll go back to Edit. Say you've got some little magnets. Say you find 4mm magnets. I'm just guessing. I have no idea what size they are. Click on shape 1. We'll make it, say, 4.1 millimeters. Unlock that. All right, what we want to do, though, is get it closer to this guy. Get it right somewhere in here. And then we can use this to get it to y of 0 and say a negative 57. There we go. And so we know that it's centered on this axis, and it's negative 57 this way. So what we can do is we can make another circle. Take our shape, we can duplicate it. It's now shape 2. And we can just go right here. It's already the size we needed. And we can go y of 0. And this, a positive 57. Here we go. So we can take these two shapes. Boom. Process them. We want to create a toolpath for them. I imagine they're only like a millimeter deep. Fill. Depth. 1 millimeter. There we go. Generate, preview that guy. So there's those guys now too. So once you have all your separate toolpaths, you can just click them together and then export them over to the, you can do a simulation. Try some ISEA. Yeah, I don't think this gives you a good preview because it's definitely not going to go that big. All right. So close preview. All right, so you got your circles. Got all that. Now there was a box that was, what was going on with the box? It was for the interior. All right, let's adjust this box size. Shape 3. Height, make it 35. 125. Let's unlock that. There we go. We're going to recenter this just by going, there we go. All right. Let's make one more box. Let's duplicate that. We're going to make this one, call it 3 millimeters larger. So it's unlocked. So we're going to go, what is it, 128, 8, and 38. Same thing, 0, 0. There we go. All right. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing on both of these. We are going to, this inside guy is going to be different though. Select the other go here. There we go, this guy, we want to just go create a toolpath for just this guy. Just on the path. It only needs to go down about 2 millimeters because it's just going to be part of a lip for it. And then this guy, shape 4, let's see, we're going to do an outline. And this one's going to have to go, whatever the depth of your material, let's say it's 8 millimeters. All right. So now you're going to have all your separate pieces here. You're going to have this outside one cutting through everything. You're going to have this one making the lip for your lid to click down on. You're going to have these all cut out, and you can go back into these if you need to and adjust these to a target depth of, say, 6. So you can take all of these guys here, and then you can export them. Go to the workspace. And then that would take this here for you, and this will give you what you're looking for just the base portion of it. So it'll cut these guys out to fit. It'll cut out the little holes for you. It'll cut the lip for you, and then cut the contour around. Now I would go back and I would change this here to add tabs though, so it doesn't eject your material. So I'd go back a step on that. This guy here. And then where is tabs? Use tabs. There we go. Tab height 1 millimeter. Tab space 24. Okay, that's fine. There we go. What tabs do is it helps your material from being ejected, so it doesn't cut this little tab out. So when it goes all the way through, it saves these little nubs that you just got to get like an oscillating multi-tool or something to just zip right through those. And then it'll get rid of those real easy for you. And then now let's go back to, take all of this. Wrong button. There we go. Let's export it to the workspace. And this will do your inside for you, so that way you have the tabs here. That way it doesn't end up ejecting itself off. And then Luban will run all this for you. It'll go, it'll do these, and then the circles, and then this, and then the outside last. Hopefully this helps.